Greece, I know that you're a very good analyst on Greece and you watch it.
Oh yes, now I'm an expert on all things to do with Greece.
So S&P downgrading Greece, Moody's wanting to do the same, so from junk further into junk. CDS spreads widening, Greece denying another bailout. Greece also denying that they want to leave the euro, denial of a secret meeting which was then admitted to. So fascinating turn of events.
Well, I don't know. I mean, what do you think is going to be happening in 10 years' time here? Because, I mean, I don't have an interest really in the dynamics at the detailed level, but do you think it's possible that Greece will end up falling out of the EU? I mean, I can't really see it because we know the maths on this is that everybody has exposure. And by that, I mean lots of European institutions, financiers, insurance companies, banks own Greek sovereign debt. They own bonds issued by Greek banks. So the option of a significant restructuring which results in big haircuts just doesn't seem to make any sense for anybody. So it seems to me it's going to be some kind of kicking the can down the road. And I mean, the Greeks, the rich in Greece are going to have to start paying taxes. Plus, maybe the privatization option is on the table, by which I mean, you know, selling off islands.
And privatization, of course, a very diplomatic term used to sell some islands in Greece.
And is that an option or not?
I don't know. I mean, I am Greek, of course. I wouldn't like to see any islands sold, but I think what is a big issue is the interest rates, the level that they have to pay back. So I think that is unsustainable. Yeah. So any renegotiation of terms needs to really focus on those numbers.
But I find these comparatives very interesting because you must watch Mad Markets, the main show at 8:30 tonight on CNBC, because we have an interview.
Is that a punt,
with
Paul?
That's a punt with a senior executive from SARS. You know, there's a lot of complaining about rich South Africans and whether or not they buy into our new democracy. But it turns out that tax compliance in South Africa is at developed country levels in terms of people owning up, paying their taxes, much better than most developing countries and much better than Greece.
Well, I find it quite fascinating. There are some economists out there that say that if the rich rich Greeks were taxed 10% of their fortunes, that all the debt could be paid off. I've got to look into that and I will bring it next time on Mad Markets. Microsoft shares falling significantly, perhaps interested in buying Skype for $8.5 billion.
Yeah, the deal has apparently now been announced. So it was a business basically started by some guys out of a garage, got sold to eBay. Now it's been sold at this heck of a price level to Microsoft. I mean, a lot of people are saying, what on earth are Microsoft up to? Although there is the argument that perhaps they're going to use it connected to Xboxes and then all the gamers can chat to each other over a Skype connection. I mean, lots of people who use Skype absolutely love it. The question is, what kind of revenues is it going to generate that justify the price tag? I don't think it's a big plus for Microsoft in terms of their particular purchase. Yeah.
Fantastic, Paul. Thank you very much for joining us today. Do you have any joke for us or anything before we end?
Well, there's some unmentionable jokes going on around what Hansi Cronje said to Osama bin Laden when they arrived in heaven. But I can't talk about these on a family channel. So we'll have to go with, what do you think that Arnold...
Osama in the same dimension in heaven. That is quite fascinating.
Osama bin Laden, no, we can't talk about him. But what about Governor Arnold Schwarzenegger separating from his wife, Maria Shriver? Can you imagine the sort of departure line, hasta la vista, baby, consider that a divorce? You know, there's some humor there.